Hello, welcome to Overflowing Life Coaching Podcast, Episode 1, The Red Shoes. It's called Chasing Worth Finding Freedom. In the red shoes, Karen sees the princess wearing red shoes. She believes if I have those shoes, I can be special too. But the story isn't really about the shoes. It's about a deeper hunger, a hunger many of us carry, the longing to feel worthy, to be seen, to be loved. Sometimes we think if we just look right, or perform well enough, or measure up, we will finally feel that we belong. The story's insight, the shoes as the mirror. The shoes aren't the problem. They are a prop, a mirror. They give form to what is already inside Karen, her hunger, her need to be loved and valued. At first, the shoes seem exciting, but they ignite something dormant inside her, something that a child cannot fully carry. It's a bit like a drunk person speaks the sober truth. The inhibition drops, the hidden need spills out. The shoes reflect her longing, just as life sometimes shows us parts of ourselves we haven't fully seen. Karen believes she must be special to be worthy. She measures herself by her own standards, by others' expectations. Many adults do the same thing. Some chase wealth or fame or perfection, hoping it will all finally make them happy. It never really does. But the truth is, what we are chasing is the ability to love ourselves underneath it all, to recognize our worth, to accept who we are, irrespective of what others think. The dance, the compulsion. Once Karen puts on the shoes, the dance begins. What started as a choice becomes a compulsion. Let's pause here and understand what's happening. The desire grows too strong for her to stop after she's made the choice. Many of us have patterns like this, behaviors that once helped us survive, but then begin to control us. Notice this in your own life. Where do you keep dancing, even when it's no longer serves you? Coaching tours, a reflection for a moment. Here are some gentle ways to reflect. Number 1, the mirror question. Pause and ask, which situations amplify my reactions or behaviors? What might they be reflecting about an unmet need inside of me? 2, the inner worth check. So important. When chasing external approval, pause. Ask, am I seeking this to feel worthy inside? Then name one thing you value about yourself, independence of performance or praise. 3, the red shoes awareness. Notice your own red shoes, your own prop, your own need as an object, for example, the things you chase to feel enough. Imagine what it would feel like to step out of them, even for a brief moment. Closing, reflection, restoration. Karen's longing was understandable. She was a child trying to fill a hunger she didn't yet know how to satisfy. The story invites us to notice our own patterns, to see where we may be chasing approval, recognition, or perfection. I know I did as a dancer. And to remember, freedom begins when we stop dancing for approval, when we step into the quiet recognition of our own worth. Reflect for a moment. Where in your life might you still be dancing in red shoes? And what would it feel like to step into the freedom of your own self-worth? The red shoes did not make Karen special. They simply reflected a deep need that she had carried for such a long time. The same is true for all of us. True worth is always something we already hold from before our birth. Choice, need, and compulsion. Karen had a choice, but it wasn't a fully free choice because something deeper was already shaping it. A longing to feel seen, to feel special, to feel worthy. What looked like a simple preference was actually a deeper longing, desire in disguise. She didn't think, I'm longing to feel worthy. She thought, I want the red shoes. See how it starts? And this is something we all do. We believe we are choosing based on what we like, when sometimes we are responding to something we lack. When a deep need goes unseen, it doesn't disappear. It just manifests in a different way. It begins to shape our lives. And over time, what started as a choice can become something that feels harder to stop, like the dance. Not because we are weak, but because something within us is still trying to be met. And this is where awareness becomes important, because the moment we begin to ask, what is really driving me here? Something shifts inside. We create space. Awareness. Notice your own red shoes, prop, the things you chase to feel enough. Imagine what it would feel to just leave them behind. Leave them behind and close the chapter on recurring patterns. Awareness helps us choose without the need for compulsion. Unawareness makes us choose because we don't recognize the deep need within us. Well, thank you very much for this moment we've had of the coaching. I hope some of the patterns or some of the what was said is a little door opening for you. So this is the end, and I'd just like to say healing is a lifelong lesson, blessing and gift we give ourselves, mind, body, and soul. Healing is a lifelong lesson, blessing, and gift we give ourselves, mind, body, and soul. Thank you for listening, and goodbye until next time.